Hi, good afternoon, Ananda. Welcome to today 8th biology. Today we are going to discuss about the third chapter, story of microorganisms, part 1. Why? Because we are having part 2 and part 1. So apart from this part 1, we are going to discuss about the groups of different kinds of microorganisms. Actually, while we are observing our surroundings, we have to observe obviously the living organisms, most probably the plants and animals, but actually in between some of the special kind of world which is invisible to our naked eyes. So we need a particular tool to observe this sort of microorganisms. So such organisms are called as microorganisms. So the study of microorganisms are called as microbiology. It is one of the branch of applied biology. Actually, after invention of microscope only, it is elevated and highlighted the microbiology branch. So the father of microbiology, Anthony von Leeuwenhoek. Why? Because he observed that the bacteria in the human mouth scraplings, and he observed the RBC and protozoans like animalcules like amoeba and etc. So, on behalf of these criteria, he called that the father of microbiology. So, coming to part 1 of this story of microorganisms discuss about that the observation of microorganisms under microscope. So, today at this class we are going to observe the microorganisms under microscope. These algae, fungi and bacteria. Today we are going to observe that algae, fungi and bacteria. Actually, bacteria can present and live in anywhere, everywhere. So even the bacteria can survive in a hot climate and a very cool climate. They have to fluctuate the surroundings. Even 0 degree centigrade also the bacteria can survive. But the rate of success or the sustainability, it should be vary from temperature, based on the temperature, so that when we are keeping the food items in a freezing condition, it have more days sustainability, because of that enzymes activity are slow down or come down based on the temperature. I mean that the bacteria can respond more and more based on the temperature. So now coming to that algae. So algae is nothing but a green scraplings. Are a green mat like structures which are the floating pastures on the water surface or water surface areas. Okay, for example, let us coming to the today. As usual, in the previous video we discussed about that we are gathering the total the sort of group of microorganisms are algae, fungi, protozoa, bacteria, microarthropods. So, however, the viruses are also comes under the category of microorganisms. As we said, viruses are the microorganisms which acts like a bridge between the living bodies and non-living things. Today we are going to discuss about activity number 1, activity number 2 and activity number 3. So obviously the activity number 1 goes to the observing of algae. Actually, algae comes to under the category of plants. Actually, plants are mainly two kinds. Based on the flowering plants are two kinds. One sort of classification goes to non-flowering plants or cryptogams, and the second one is phanerogams or flowering plants. So non-flowering plants again it is having 4 types: algae, fungi, bryophytes and pteridophytes. So first two are algae and fungi, but the algae is called as autotrophs, whereas coming to fungi is called as heterotrophs. So heterotrophs means they are saprophytes. Fungi means it is a saprophytic mode of nutrition. I means they have to derive the energy, they obtain the energy from the dead and decaying organic matter from the dead bodies of plants and animal bodies. This is called as a saprophytic mode of nutrition in the fungi. So that's why it is called as a mycology. The study of fungi is called as a mycology. Fungus is a plural, fungi is a in a singular form. Whereas coming to that algae is called as a phycology. Phycology. So observing of algae, just we are going to that a nearby water tank or a pond. Just we have to collect the some amount of water with a water bottle, and we have to keep or put 1 or 2 drops of water from the collected sample place on the glass slide. Just we have to observe under the microscope. We can observe some algae like Eudogonium, Chlamydomonas or Volvox. If suppose the water is more greenish color because of that Chlamydomonas. See, for example, sometimes when we observe the river water or pond water or tank bottom water, so that water obviously is a greenish color because of the Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is more and more. The water obviously it is a green in color. So thank you. Next coming to the so this is the observation under the microscope. Actually in the previous video we observed that the Chlamydomonas as a permanent slide from the slide box. While we are putting under the microscope, we observed that how the Chlamydomonas in a real time scenario. Just the same picture, just we have to observe from the pond water or tank water. So this is the observation of algae. This is the observation of algae. Next coming to observing of fungi. Observing the fungi. Actually, so these are the pictures about algae. This is called as a Chlamydomonas. This is a Spirogyra. These are the diatoms, and this is called as a Spirillum, and Eudogonium and Serraceum. These are the different kinds of algae which are available in that in our surrounding pond water or tank water. So this is called as algae. Next coming to the groups of organisms and observing the fungi. Actually these are called as fungi. This is called as a Penicillium. This is called as a bread mold fungus. This is called as a mucar. This is called as a mucar, means rhizophus. Next one is aspergillus. So coming to observing of fungi. So actually usually after the rainy season, usually the coming season is rainy season. So after the rainy season we usually observe that some of the sort of fungus can develop in the some rotten spots or wooden spots. For example, this is a tree or the trunk. We observe that some white color patches on the wooden flags, or sometimes some the umbrella like structures are grown up in the between the green fields. Between the green fields, we observe that the umbrella like structures, these are called as fungus. So the wooden flanks are the umbrella like structures. So these patches are grown up more and more in the after the rainy season. So actually the fungus means so I mean that after the rainy season we usually observe our surrounding places, especially the rotten places, the nasty places. We observe that the umbrella like structures are called as mushrooms, but these are called as two types. One is cultible mushrooms and the second one is naturally grown up mushrooms. Okay, these are the differences. Next, the wooden plants, the small white color patches which is observed in the trees is called as fungi. So when we are observing the bread, we observe that some black color spots. So this is called as a fungus. So this is called as a rhizophus. So we usually in a practically observe that fungus in our household margins or corners. Apart from that, some coconut, we find that some white color patches. In addition to that, some of the bread species or slices, these bread slices, we observe that some black color spots because of that fungi. So this is the observation of fungi. Next, coming to that, observing the bacteria. Observation of bacteria. But here we are having one lab activity. So this is called as observing the bacteria. Observing bacteria. Previously we discussed about that actually the bacteria first time was observed by the Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. Anthony van Leeuwenhoek in the our mouth scrapings. So before washing, before brushing on our teeth, on our tongue, we have to collect that bacteria. So bacteria can grow up everywhere, anywhere. For example, under arms, in our skin, the bark of the trees, in soil. So bacteria can survive and present in everywhere. So observing the bacteria, apart from that we are having one lab activity, lactobacillus bacteria. Lacto means lactose sugar, which is present in the milk. So lactobacillus bacteria means actually the bacteria having different shapes. For example, cocci bacteria. Previously we discussed about that the bacteria having different shapes, like cocci means spherical shaped, rod shaped bacteria, and this is called as a lactobacillus, which is usually the conversion of milk into cod, that means codling of milk. So this bacteria is called as lactobacillus bacteria. But when we are staining with the crystal violet, so it should be appears in the crystal violet in a color. So this is called as a lactobacillus bacteria. I mean that the bacteria which is responsible for codling of our milk. So it is the actually it is a regular practical observation in our households. So in our house, our parents, I mean that mother, who are preparing the curd. So on or before that they are boiling the milk and they have to cool down to room temperature. I mean that lukewarm milk or moderate heat milk. Then they are adding the 1 or 2 drops of buttermilk. Obviously after few hours, I mean that 4 to 5 hours, the gathering of the fat cells of that milk coagulation and it forms to that curd. That means the liquid form of milk convert into semi-solid state of curd. So this is the actual photograph of curd in a bowl. This is the curd photograph in the bowl. So next coming to, while we are observing the curd in a careful observation through the lab activity procedure, we observe that the bacteria which is responsible for the curdling of milk, that bacteria we can observe clearly with the staining of that color. So when we are adding the crystal violet, that violet color should be stained to that bacteria and it appear in the violet in a color. So we have some procedure and aim and materials required. So coming to that, what is the aim of this lab activity? Observing the lactobacillus bacteria in the curd. Observing the lactobacillus bacteria in the curd. So coming to the materials required, just we have glass light and spirit lamp or stove. Next one is buttermilk, 1 or 2 drops, and the staining technique like crystal violet. Just we have to take 1 or 2 drops of buttermilk on the glass light. Just heat 3 to 4 seconds, and we have to cool down. When we are adding crystal violet staining on the glass slide, after wash it gently, then we have to observe under the microscope. We can seems to the appearance of this violet color sticks like structures. Obviously these are called as lactobacillus bacteria. So through this simple technique we observe that how the lactobacillus bacteria is situated or located in the curd. Thank you, children. Next coming to, this is called as do you know. So about bacteria, they are given to that one aspect of box item. Do you know means there are several bacteria growing on our skin. Many of the disease causing ones live on some symbiotic relationship. That we have to explain in later. What is mean by symbiotic and how they are symbiotic relationship in the part 2 we are going to discuss in a detailed manner. Next, there are different kinds of bacteria in our intestine. I mean that some kind of bacteria which is growing in our human intestine, means small intestine, like Escherichia coli bacteria, which can be grown up and they are helpful to that some synthesis of vitamins, which is essential to our body. This we have to learn in the higher classes like 10th class. Next, bacteria are found everywhere in lacks in soil, water, and air, etc. Actually, recently, two types of bacteria in 1997, Head and Sluice discovered a biggest bacteria that is called as a Theomigratria namibiensis, found in coastal waters of Namibia. Actually, it is the 0.75 millimeters, which can be seen with the unaided eye, without any microscope or without any tool. Directly with our human eye, we can observe this bacteria. So, till now, this is the biggest bacteria at present available, discovered by the Namibia. It is the biggest bacteria at present. So, this is the information about observing the algae, fungi, and bacteria. Next, further video, we are going to discuss about that protozoans and microarthropods and viruses. So, we are going to discuss about next video these three more the grouping of microorganisms. Thank you, children. Thank you very much.